Welcome to this week's edition of the Regtech Africa News Roundup. And here are the top headlines for the week.
NIBSS reports surge in cashless transactions to 611 trillion naira. NCC announces deactivation of unlinked SIM cards by end of February. CBN introduces revised consumer protection regulations. In Africa, Bank of Ghana unveils database portal. Nigeria and Togo integrate biometric digital IDs for loan programs. And in the world news, EU nears finalization of AI Act technical details amid concerns over biometric surveillance. And Philippines introduces enhanced digital ID authentication service, drives enrollment campaign. Now the news in details. The Nigeria Interbank Settlement System (NIBSS) announced on Wednesday a significant rise in cashless transactions in the country, reaching a total of 611.06 trillion naira in 2023. This marks a substantial increase of 54.55% from 395.38 trillion naira recorded in 2022. NIBSS instant payments introduced in 2011 played a pivotal role in facilitating these transactions. The Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) has declared that SIM cards not linked to national identity numbers (NIN) will be deactivated by the end of February. Initially, the policy aimed to assist authorities in combating banditry and terrorism, addressing security concerns linked to unregistered SIM cards. Despite extended deadlines, a significant number of phone lines remain unlinked. However, the efficacy of the SIM-NIN linkage in mitigating security threats remains uncertain, with continued attacks perpetrated by terrorists. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) has unveiled an exposure draft on revised consumer protection regulations, signaling a proactive response to the dynamic landscape of the financial sector and emerging challenges and threats faced by consumers. Highlighting the need to safeguard consumer interest amid rapid transformations in financial services, the Apex Bank emphasized the importance of revisiting the 2019 consumer protection regulations. Let's go for a short break, and when we come back, the news continues. Welcome to the 2024 Regtech Africa Conference on Awards, happening in the city of Lagos, Nigeria, on the 23rd and 24th of May 2024. This event promises 2 days of unparalleled insights and interaction. Theme: Harnessing Partnerships for Africa's Prosperity, Bridging the Data Trust Gap. 50+ speakers, 1,000+ participants. Join us as we empower women in Regtech and captivating roundtable discussions. Calling all C-level executives, regulators, policymakers, investors, and key industry stakeholders. This is your platform to drive innovation and regulatory excellence. Register now and be part of this transformative experience at the 2024 Regtech Africa Conference on Awards. Engage, connect, collaborate. See you there. Now in African news, the Bank of Ghana (BOG) has introduced the beta version of its data portal aimed at providing a unified platform for accessing and visualizing macroeconomic data. The initiative is geared towards meeting data requests from the general public and supporting research endeavors. Two West African nations, Nigeria and Togo, are leveraging their biometric digital ID systems to streamline and enhance government loan programs. In Nigeria, the federal government recently announced that applications for student loans will need to provide a national identity number (NIN), a key component of the nation's digital ID system. Similarly, officials in Togo are utilizing information from their biometric citizen registry to monitor and identify individuals who default on government-led financial inclusion initiatives. And finally, in world news, the European Union's Artificial Intelligence Act has reached its final stages, with EU countries reaching an agreement on its technical details last Friday. The provisional agreement on the landmark legislation awaits approval from European Parliament's committees. However, despite expectations of significant support, some legal experts are already voicing concerns about gaps in regulating remote biometric identification, which could potentially infringe upon human rights. The Philippines Digital Identity Authority (PhilSys) has launched an advanced authentication service, PhilSys Check, to bolster the security of transactions using biometrics and digital IDs. As part of the initiative, the Philippine Statistics Authority (PSA) is conducting registration drives in geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas, employing mobile services for increased accessibility. And that's it to Regtech Africa News Roundup. Join us again next week for all other important news updates.